Floyd Mayweather initiates a $100 million lawsuit against Business Insider and journalist Daniel Geiger.
I'm a guy that believes in being in the middle, meaning open to compromise, understanding everybody can't get what they want. Vinny, you seem like if you can't get everything you want.
$100 million black spruce deal. And you sued BI and Geiger for defamation recently. You said that Geiger harassed you and your family through hundreds of phone calls, and you also said his reporting was racially biased. What do you hope to get out of suing Geiger? Why did you do that?
Well, I'll leave that to the judge. I'll leave that to the lawyers.
StephenASmith has slammed Floyd Mayweather over his $100 million defamation lawsuit. He says people don't really get how the business world works. Smith claims most folks have no idea what happens behind the scenes in Floyd's deals and wonders if everything is as honest as it seems.
I can't count the amount of examples where I saw people getting laid off, and then I see somebody come up right behind and get some contract. Business does business. You never know what's behind the goal of a business per se. What you do know is the work that you put in. If you're smart enough, what value comes with that work. And then at the same time, you also pride yourself in being very, very reasonable. I haven't, and I'm not going to talk about my contract negotiations with ESPN. They are ongoing. I think the talks have been very pleasant. I think we're making progress. We'll see what happens. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, I've got decisions to make because I got a future to think about.
Floyd Mayweather Jr. is suing Business Insider, its parent company Insider Inc., and reporter Daniel Geiger for $100 million. He claims they published a false article about his real estate investments, specifically a $42 million deal for 62 apartment buildings in Manhattan.
I trust Jonah, not just 10%, 20%, 100%. 100%, yes.
Okay, so let's talk about the Business Insider article that ran.
Yes.
We debunked this reporting, but the gist of it was that Dan Geiger, the BI reporter, said that you didn't do the $400 million black spruce deal. And you sued BI and Geiger for defamation recently. You said that Geiger harassed you and your family through hundreds of phone calls. And you also said his reporting was racially biased. What do you hope to get out of suing Geiger? Why did you do that?
Well, I'll leave that to the judge. I'll leave that to the lawyers. I just want the people to know I'm 48 years old. I know you guys want to talk about real estate. Only thing I'm doing is answer the question.
That is a real estate question.
Okay, so out of 48 years, I'm 48 years old. And I've never sued a media outlet. The media outlet throughout my life has bashed me, talked bad about me, spoke bad about my family. Now, I've always been judged because how I have presented myself when I'm promoting a fight. You cannot judge me for entertaining the people when I'm promoting a fight. Judge me for the person that you know. You can't judge me if you don't know me. So that's no different from people in this room may want to do a deal with me.
Mayweather says the article was biased and ignored clear documents from his team. He says this is the first time he's ever taken legal action against the media, showing how serious he is about protecting his name.
But if someone going out there putting lies on my name, putting lies on me and my team and my family and hurting my business, we're not talking about millions. We're talking about billions of dollars. We can't do that. So this is my first time ever filing a lawsuit against a media company for speaking bad about my company. I'm not a liar. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a liar. I worked hard to build my name, to build my reputation, and I'm not gonna let anyone go out there and smear my name and talk bad about me, talk bad about my family, or talk bad about my company.
50 Cent didn't hold back. He flat out called Mayweather a liar over the $42 million property claim. He says the numbers don't add up and doubts the lawsuit will go anywhere since Floyd hasn't shown proof. Instead of offering evidence, Floyd is suing Insider and the reporter. To 50 Cent, this looks more like a move to shut people up than a real defamation case.
Description where y'all can watch that in full, and as we have already seen, 50 Cent has been very involved in critiquing, taking shots at Floyd Mayweather, and when this came across his desk, he did nothing other than that. If that's the case, it's going nowhere because you didn't do the deal, champ. He must have named the writer separately to make him have to pay his own legal team. The champ is mad, and 50 most definitely promoted his brands and everything with that because 50 Cent has came into question about this deal that Floyd Mayweather has struck, showed his real estate businesses, and people started diving into it. Floyd Mayweather has been defending it, but I just realized he put this $100 million lawsuit in against Business Insider, saying that they have been going at him for a long time now, coming at his family, coming at his team, and saying these derogatory things and defaming him, so he won $100 million. The suit, lodged in the Southern District of New York, names Insider Inc. and reporter Daniel Geiger as defendants. It is centered around reporting by Geiger about real estate deals Mayweather Jr. publicly discussed, including an agreement to buy a 62-building Manhattan apartment portfolio. Geiger reported in late March that there is no evidence that there has been a sale. According to the lawsuit, Geiger embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation categorized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth, but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. It claims that Geiger refused to review documentation proving the deals in question happened.
When asked about rumors that he might be broke or facing bankruptcy, Floyd Mayweather stayed calm but dodged the question. Instead of denying anything, he just said everyone's allowed to have their opinion. While he seemed unbothered, the lack of clear answers only made people more suspicious. Without real facts, his vague comments left fans wondering if the rumors might actually be true.
So that article sparked rumors that you are bankrupt. How do you respond to that? I don't think you have publicly responded.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I mean, if we call having 2 private jets, owning 100 buildings, being able to do what you want to do, if that's bankrupt, then I'm pretty sure everybody want to live like that.
That last statement was a fact. If that's bankrupt, I'm sure a lot of people want to live like that. I'd sell a few of them planes, especially if I was going bankrupt. But yeah, wouldn't be a bad lifestyle to have. Now,
by avoiding real answers, Floyd isn't doing much to quiet the talk. For someone who's always shown off his wealth, his sudden silence feels strange. This shift is making people more curious about what's really going on with his finances. His refusal to confirm or deny the bankruptcy buzz has only added fuel to the fire. In this case, Floyd's silence says more than words ever could.
Articulate person. He does not articulate himself the best. This has been well known throughout his career. He is a prize fighter. He is a master promoter. He is a great business person. Put him behind a microphone or have him articulate himself, he's not the best at it. So if you listen to that and y'all tell me if y'all got the same vibe I did or if y'all think that I'm tripping, it sounds like he's running around a lot of shit. And it's like, all right, bro, yeah, you might be going bankrupt. But let's understand something real quick. If one of Floyd Mayweather's businesses, or if his business is going bankrupt, that does not mean that Floyd Mayweather himself is broke. That means that his business may be struggling. Oh yeah, his business may be struggling, and you could file for bankruptcy. I think it's 13 or 9, chapter 13 or chapter 9, or whatever the case may be. File for bankruptcy for that business.
With Floyd suing for $100 million and the media sticking to their stories, fans are left confused. His claims and the news reports don't line up, and social media is buzzing with questions. Is Floyd overstating how rich he is? Or are the media outlets twisting the truth? It's hard to tell. Now many are wondering, is he really defending his name or just trying to control the story with a big lawsuit?
So apparently Floyd Mayweather files a $100 million lawsuit against Business Insider over real estate deal report. Damn, that's an expensive lawsuit. The lawsuit comes after a report by Business Insider journalist Daniel Geiger claimed that the 62-building Manhattan real estate portfolio that Mayweather announced he acquired never actually occurred. Geiger's report stated there was no evidence a sale was made. Mayweather's lawsuit claimed that Geiger refused to review documents of the deal, and it was an attempt by Geiger to publicly humiliate Mayweather. They embarked on a campaign of harassment and defamation characterized by aggressive and misleading journalism that not only distorts the truth but seems driven by a deep-seated bias against Mr. Mayweather's success. Floyd Mayweather. You know damn well he did not write that. And why would he? You know, he's talking about himself in third person. That's so cringe. Business Insider has provided a statement to Front Office Sports saying, "We will vigorously defend against this meritless attempt to discredit our reporting and smear our reporter." So they aren't backing down at all. It's going to be interesting.
Mayweather clapped back at the bankruptcy rumors by showing off his private jets. He even joked that if being broke means flying in luxury, maybe it's the new dream. He seems set on proving he's still rich by flaunting his wealth. But critics aren't convinced, saying flashy jets don't prove financial health. They point out he could be living on credit or burning through savings. His flashy response only makes his money situation seem more unclear.
The money I still got, the jewels I still got, the cars I still got, the mansions I still got. You either motivate it or you hate it. Either or, it doesn't matter. Walk with me, let's talk. I got 9 toys right here. I got the 488 Ferrari. I got the Maybach or the Maybach, whatever you want to call it. I got 7 Rolls Royces right here. I like to call it Lucky 7. So you either motivate it or you hate it. My lifestyle, money may. I'm the money man. Remember that.
Floyd's boxing career is legendary, but his recent behavior is raising doubts. He claimed to own over $400 million in real estate, but public records quickly showed that wasn't true. This has disappointed many fans who once looked up to him. The exaggerated claim hurt his credibility and made people think he's just trying to keep up the image of constant success. It's getting hard to tell what's real and what's just part of the show.
For some odd reason, at the beginning of the year, Floyd Mayweather decided to tell us all that he bought a bunch of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Everybody has found out that that wasn't true. Apparently, it's not that hard to figure out who owns property. This is not an indictment on Floyd Mayweather as a boxer. He is one of the best boxers we've ever seen. Anybody who is privy to Floyd Mayweather's antics outside of the ring knows Floyd ain't bought no goddamn apartment buildings in no Upper Manhattan, bro. We knew that when he told us. I'm not sure who Floyd Mayweather thought he was fooling. Nothing about Floyd Mayweather outside of a boxing ring says savvy. I'm sorry. This is the same Floyd Mayweather that 50 Cent told he would donate $50,000 to the charity of his choice to read Harry Potter.
Even as he nears 50, Floyd's love for showing off on social media hasn't slowed down. He keeps posting photos of luxury watches, cars, and trips as if to prove he's still on top. But critics say this constant flexing could backfire. Living so publicly invites questions, and some experts warn that if he doesn't change his spending, he could run into serious money problems soon. It's a flashy lifestyle, but maybe not a lasting one.
He bought $400 million worth of apartment buildings in Upper Manhattan. Come on, Floyd. The people who was living in apartment buildings, the second they heard that Floyd Mayweather bought their building, they was on the phone with property management like, what's really? I will pay $10,000 a month, but I won't pay $10,000 a month to a nigga. Floyd, you can't just do that with upper Manhattan apartment buildings, bro. Tell lies like that about the projects, man. You gotta do that to the hood, man. Ain't nobody going for that shit in upper Manhattan, Floyd. You should have knew better than that, my boy. But then again, you are Floyd Mayweather. Oh, man. Anybody with common sense knew that Floyd was in trouble when he started doing boxing exhibition matches. I don't care how much you love making money. Nobody loves getting punched in the face. Nobody loves that. All of the best fighters, once they get the big payday, not all the best fighters, because some people are just psychopaths like John Bones Jones. Yeah, some people do like to fight, but they are crazy. Once they get that big check, all that fighting shit go out the window, bro. Nobody makes $1 billion boxing, retires, and then starts boxing again. This is not what you do with $1 billion, bro. I don't care who you are.
Floyd keeps saying he doesn't owe the IRS a dime, but court records tell a different story. A new lawsuit shows he still has unpaid taxes, which completely goes against his claims. This not only hurts his credibility, but also makes people question how well he's managing his money. Fans are starting to wonder if all the designer clothes and fancy cars come at the cost of ignoring serious legal problems.
Floyd Mayweather is not up to date with the IRS. Shouldn't he be, considering how much money he's made during his career?
Well, in fairness to Mayweather, he did say he's already taken care of this problem. We don't know if that's true or not. We do know that a lien was filed against him by the IRS for back taxes. So let's take a look at what may have happened here. So as an example, when you talk about a boxer specifically having $100 million purse, that's the gross, not the net, because the boxer earns $100 million, and then he has to pay all the people around him and related expenses and so on.
Floyd says he's rich, but his track record with the IRS doesn't support that. He claims he's paid everything, yet the tax agency is still coming after him. Meanwhile, he keeps spending big on homes and luxury cars like nothing's wrong. That kind of behavior makes people doubt his financial priorities. It's tough to believe someone who's truly on top of their money would skip out on taxes while living so large.
The government's calling bullshit. They're saying you have the ability to go and sell off property. You have the ability to liquidate some of your assets. You have the ability to go and get a loan to pay off this tax liability. So we're not buying it. So we'll see if this petition does get approved. I mean, it's Floyd Mayweather. It probably will get approved. Seeing as how the event that's going to happen in about 60 days is going to generate more than enough money to pay off that tax liability. So it's great reassurance for the IRS. And this is not the first time that Floyd's been in trouble with the IRS. I mean, back in 2008, he had a $6.17 million lien.
StephenASmith didn't hold back when talking about Floyd's recent actions. He used to admire Mayweather's skill, but now he's frustrated. Smith questioned how someone so smart in the ring could be so careless outside of it. He called out the hypocrisy of flashing wealth online while owing money to the IRS. To him, Floyd's obsession with showing off is hurting his legacy. A lot of fans seem to agree. Respect earned in the ring is being lost in real life.
You know, kind of sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. John Gotti III, I don't know anything about him. I'm not trying to disrespect him. And yes, I'm being smart. I'm not trying to disrespect the grandson of a mobster. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
That wraps up today's video. Make sure to stay tuned. We'll see you next time.